Hi, everybody. I wanted to walk you through the strategies that we discussed yesterday in yesterday's video. And today we're taking it to a 3-digit dividend divided by a 1-digit divisor so that we can find the quotient. These are going to be vocabulary words the students need to know. The number that goes inside of the house is the dividend being divided by the divisor, and then the quotient is the answer to a division problem. So I'm going to dive right in. I'm going to do one strategy at a time. That way that you are able to get a seamless view of your child's strategy. This, of course, is the traditional algorithm that I learned, probably you learned, Grandma Josephine and Uncle Buck learned. And this is as I called it yesterday, the tried and true method of organizing your division and getting the right quotient. So what we're really doing is this is 900, this is 50, and this is 6. We're going to break apart each one at a time. That's why we can actually start with the greatest place value. So how many 6s go into 9? We know there's only one group of 6 in 9, so 1 times 6 is 6. When we subtract that, we get 3. Our next step is to check, is 3 less than 6? Yep, bring down the 5. How many times will 6 go into 35? This is our new division problem. We talked yesterday about that's not really a 6. That's a 9 for 900. That's a 600. So 900 minus 600 is 300. That's the piece that our teachers didn't tell us. I know Grandma Josephine's teacher didn't tell her about. So now this is the newest piece. This is really like 350. So how many times does 6 go into 35? We know that is 5 times. 5 times 6 is 30. When we subtract that, we get 5. Is 5 less than 6? Yes, it is. Bring down your 6. This is why we call it long division, because it gets really long. This is our new dividend. We broke it down from 900. We ended up subtracting 900 from it along the way, and now we're just left with 56. So how many groups of 6 go into 56? That is 9. 9 times 6 is 54. When we subtract, we get 2. Nothing else to bring down, so this 2 is a remainder. Now I'm going to slide over here to my multiplication chart. Let's say that your student was not quite sure of how many groups of 6 go into 56. I'd really love for them to use their multiplication chart. We have 6 here. They're going to work their way across the multiples of 6 until they get to a number that's near 56, but not over it. Well, when we get this, we get to 54. What I love about using their multiplication charts is the action of going across and up is the same as coming across and then going up with our 9. So there are 9 groups of 6, which is 54. Some students are rocking and rolling with their multiplication facts, and they're not being held back at all by that. Some students are struggling a little bit with their facts, and it's holding them back. It's keeping them from a seamless, organized way of doing this. So this next method, the 3 little pigs, is a way for students that are either have a hard time organizing numbers vertically or have a hard time with their multiplication facts. What it's going to do is allow you to do the exact same steps in the exact same order, but it's going to allow you to do it in a manner in which you're going to have a division problem, a division problem, and a division problem. So if you get stuck with a fact, you can work on it and come back and you know exactly where you left off. So I'm going to take 956 and put it in here, 956 divided by 6. So we still have our house. We're just going to break it up into 3 smaller houses. That's where we get our 3 little pigs. So we have our divisor and we say how many groups of 6 go into 9 without going over. Well, we know that is 1. 1 times 6 is 6. And when we subtract, we don't do that. When we subtract, we get 3. Now, just like the three little pigs, he's not going to sit in the yard. He's going to run over here to his brother's house, pop in the front door. Now we have a brand new division fact to deal with. We have 35 divided by 6. I like to characterize that by saying how many groups of 6 go into 35 without going over. We know that it is 5. So 5 times 6 is 30. When we subtract, we are left with 5. We were left with 5 right here. So it's the exact same thing. Instead of bringing the 6 down, we're going to send the 5 over. How many groups of 6 go into 56? Again, this is a perfect time to talk about our multiplication chart. How many groups of 6 go into 56 without going over? It's 54. Going up, we have 9. So we have 9 here. 9 times 6 is 54. Subtract, we get 2. That is a remainder. Now, the other piece of this that we have started to talk about in class is how to check our multiplication. Well, we know that we check addition with subtraction and subtraction with addition. So their opposite operation is how we're going to check it. So how do we check division? We're going to check it with multiplication. So if our quotient was 159, we're going to do 159 times 6 in an effort to get 956. So let's just take a look at that real quick. So 6 times 9 we know is 54. 6 times 5 is 30, plus 5 is 35. Carry my 3. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. Now what you're going to realize is we didn't quite hit our number. We were looking for 956, but we got 954. The students have been really quick to remind me, oh, you need to add in your remainder. And that is indeed what we need to do. So I do hope that homework goes well tonight. There are 9 practice problems to do. My suggestion is to maybe watch this video with any students that are struggling. Make sure you know what strategy your child is using. It should be very obvious. If they're going down, they're using traditional. If they're going across, they're using a more lateral strategy that I just call three little pigs because a lot of them don't know what the word lateral is. But I am planning on an assessment on this Friday. So my hope is that students are working hard at home. If you have any questions, please let me know. If at any point tonight tears start rolling out of you or your child, please stop, write a little note. We hit the wall. Wanted to save our family. Please go over this tomorrow with them, and I'll be happy to do that. Please don't let this be an anxiety-inducing thing at home. Let that be an anxiety-inducing thing here at school. So I hope everything goes well. I hope everybody is well. Good luck on tonight's homework. Let me know if there are any questions.